my biggest mistake that I made was to give up and not be consistent, because if I'd have carried on being consistent, our YouTube channel would have close to 1 million now. And I can tell you that from all these people following me on social media, that's how I get my opportunities on stage. That's how I speak all around the world. That's how I get celebrities and entrepreneurs following me. That's how I raise millions of pounds for my company, for my IPOs. So that's really one of the things that is a big mistake that I made.
This is Lion here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a big surprise and big gift for you guys. And I have a very super fantastic guest with me here today, John Lee. Please help me to welcome him.
Hello everybody.
Yes. So basically we just ended the 3 days Passion to Profits bootcamp here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I am being one of the crew, and I learned so much from John, and he's super fantastic. Before I go into the interview with him, but I just want to advise you guys, if you have the chance, please, you have to grab the opportunity to come over to his event, Passion to Profits bootcamp, or any other events, because he's super amazing. You will learn definitely a lot. So okay, without further ado, let me keep you guys some advice from John. He has so many value to share with you guys. So John, I want to ask you, the first question is that, so if let's say you have started your social media journey, at least for the past 10 years, so what would be the most important mistake you would avoid if you could, looking back to the last 10 years? Because what is the advice that you would give to the beginner, especially when they want to start in social media?
So the biggest mistake that I made was to give up on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Right. So I think I explained that in the boot camp.
Yes.
The reason for that is social media is all about consistency. So you have to keep putting your message out there over and over again. So I started 10 years ago on social media, and then in the next 2 or 3 years I gave up on YouTube because my mindset was, it wasn't right. Oh, it doesn't work, or I keep doing this, it's a waste of time. And then subsequently now I have over 5 million people following me across all social media platforms, of which YouTube is my weakest platform. Right, it's my weakest platform. So if you like in Instagram, I have like 1.3 million followers. On Facebook, I have 2.2 million followers, and I have another I'm on TikTok as well. So, but YouTube has less than 100,000 followers in 10 years, when the other platforms grew to over 1 million in 3 years. So my biggest mistake that I made was to give up and not be consistent, because if I'd have carried on being consistent, my YouTube channel would have close to 1 million now. And I can tell you that from all these people following me on social media, that's how I get my opportunities on stage. That's how I speak all around the world. That's how I get celebrities and entrepreneurs following me. That's how I raise millions of pounds for my company, for my IPOs. So that's really one of the things that is a big mistake that I made.
Oh my god, look guys, you have to subscribe to his YouTube channel, to all his social media platform. I will leave all his link down below in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe to it, okay? And okay, John, the second question is that what would be your very important advice to entrepreneurs, who, especially for those people who just started in this entrepreneurship journey?
Okay, if you just started off, try not to beat yourself up too much, meaning too many people, they go, oh, I got all these different ideas, but I don't know what to do. And that's not the key. The key is that I call it spaghetti. Get a ball of spaghetti, throw it on the wall, see what sticks. So most people have something that they are very good at and requires what we call the least path of resistance, which means you don't have to be the best at something, you just have to be the best known. That's what I talk about here, right? So all you have to do is keep focusing on what you got to do, not giving up, and not think it's not going to work, because there's a learning curve that does this, right? And the learning curve, you have to, the goal is to fail fast. Get into the business, fail fast, so you'll know what not to do in order to get the results that you want in life and to do the right things.
Alright, thank you. And I remember one thing John mentioned during the bootcamp. He mentioned about everyone talking about ROI, return of investment, but nobody talks about COI, which is the cost of inaction. So once you get John's advice from this video, and make sure you subscribe to him, because he put out so many values out there on his social media platform for free. So if you don't take action, you will actually face the COI. All right.
Yeah.
So the last question, John, I want to ask is that, so you're very successful right now. So what is your next plan in your business and in your personal?
Well, we just took our company public, so we did an IPO, so we've now listed on the stock exchange, and my goal has always been to take that company to $1 billion valuation. Not because I just want the money, it's because when you've got more money, you can make a big difference. So they say make a fortune, make a difference. And one of my biggest missions now is that's why I fly all around the world, and once we finish, I'm going to fly off again, is to really teach people the education that was never taught to us at school. Of financial literacy. I mean, I wish there was, French, geography, science, and social media marketing, right? But the school doesn't teach us. School teaches us how to become an employee.
Yeah.
It doesn't teach us how to become an entrepreneur. And this is one that I'm truly passionate about, to fly around the world and to really share this knowledge with the next generation.
Oh my God, that is so amazing. Look at, what people say, rich people think about, they always have the plans in ahead, and then, but the poor people, they were just always thinking about all these assumptions and worries. So guys, make sure you check out John Lee's profile, and you will learn so much from him. And John, thank you so much. It's really my big pleasure to be able to interview and pick your brain and pull out all this value, share this value with others. So do you have any other words you want to share with them?
Yeah, so don't care about what other people think. Don't let other people's opinions become your reality. A good friend of mine, Les Brown, I just had a conversation with him on the phone here during the lunch break, and he always says, don't let other people's opinions of you become your reality. And I think I'll add to that, when you get big on social media, when your business gets big, when you get famous, when you start creating success, you're gonna get haters. And all because these people are jealous of you, that's why they spend the time to put you down. So they always say that if you're not hated on social media or the internet or wherever, if people are not saying things about you bad or criticizing you, then you're not big enough. So my business partner Vincent said, tigers are not concerned of the opinion of sheep. That's my last words.
Oh my God, thank you so much, John. Thank you so much. So that's all for today. Thank you guys. See you guys again in the next video. Bye. Ciao.
See you later.